Okay, iniZio lesson 5 is about the My Plate and mindful eating. So, welcome back to iniZio, and we are going to review, first of all, what we talked about on Wednesday, this past Wednesday. And we talked about hydration and the importance of hydration, and also we discussed dehydration. So, let's review. How much of your body is made up of water?
50 to 55%.
Great. 50 to 55% of your body is made up of water. And how much of your body is how much of your brain is made up of water?
75%.
Great. 75% of your brain. So water is really important because a lot of our body is made up of water and we have to replenish that water. So you should be urinating every 2 to 3 hours. And what color should your urine be?
Pale yellow.
Pale yellow, great. And how many ounces of water should we drink every day?
64.
64 ounces, which is how many cups?
8.
8 cups. Great. Okay, so what else is important? Dehydration. Dehydration can cause constipation, fatigue, acne, headaches, and loss of concentration. And so we want to really make sure that you are getting enough water and enough fluids in your body to prevent dehydration. And water really is the best thing to drink. So let's move on to our next lesson. So we've really been talking a lot about eating balanced and eating wholesome and really treating our body with respect and eating when we're hungry, stopping when we're satisfied. So let's look at specifics of what we should be eating. And the government has come out with a guideline. It's called My Plate. And it's a pretty good rough guideline of how we should be eating. So if we look at the My Plate, we see that it's important to make half of your plate fruits and vegetables, and then the other half is grains and protein. So half of your plate should be fruits and vegetables. Fruits could be fruits like apples and oranges and grapes, or it could be fruit juice. And fruit could be fresh or frozen, canned or dried. Any way that you can get fruit is great. Things like Kool-Aid is not fruit, or things that are like fruit flavored, that would not be considered fruit because it doesn't have the vitamins and the minerals and the nutrients that fruits give us. Vegetables are raw vegetables like broccoli and lettuce and cauliflower. And can you think of other vegetables that you like?
Carrots.
Carrots are vegetables. Yep. What else?
Asparagus.
Asparagus is a really good vegetable. Lots of nutrients.
Okra.
Okra is fabulous. So vegetables could be raw. They could be cooked. They could be fresh. They could be frozen. They could be canned. Vegetables come in all different varieties and all different colors, and it's really good to mix up different vegetables. The other part of the My Plate is protein, grains, and dairy. So for proteins, what we want you to look for really are the leaner proteins if you can, if that is accessible to you. The lean proteins are chicken and fish and lean beef, lean cuts of beef. Eggs are wonderful. Nuts, peanut butters. These are all wonderful types of proteins. We also want to look at when we have processed meats like ham and sausage and hot dogs, lunch, or deli meats. Those are really high in sodium. So you kind of want to, if you can, limit those choices. Grains. Let's spend a second talking about grains. We want half of your grains. We could cut this grain section in half. We want half of your grains to be whole grains. And the reason we want half of your grains to be whole grains is because there's more fiber and there's more vitamins and minerals. So what happens when they take the grains and they strip the fiber, it becomes very processed. And we don't get all the vitamins and minerals and nutrients when the grains are processed. So let me tell you what I mean by that. First of all, grains include breads and pastas and oatmeal and breakfast cereals, tortillas and grits. So if you take that, the breads and the pastas and the tortillas and the rice and cereals, that's all the grains. And then we take that and we say whole grains. Whole grains are brown rice, and whole wheat flour, bulgur, oatmeal, whole cornmeal, brown rice. I already said that. So they're the whole wheats, and those give us a lot of fiber and vitamins and minerals. The refined grains, they've been milled or processed, and it removes the fiber, it removes the iron, it removes vitamin B. A lot of refined grains, they add back the iron and vitamin B, but you can't get back that fiber. So we want at least half of your grains to be whole grains. With the dairy, which is over here in the corner, we really hope that you choose low-fat or fat-free dairy products. It's so interesting. There are all different kinds of milks. There's whole milk, 2%, 1%, skim. All of them have the same protein, the same vitamins, the same calcium. The only difference is in the fats. And we as adults, we can have fat-free. We can have low-fat products. Your babies need the full fat for their brains, but after 2 years old, they too can switch to low-fat if their doctor says that's okay. So it's really important to get the balance, right? Half of the plate should be fruit and vegetables. Half should be grains and protein. Half of your grains should be whole grains. And then with the dairy, we would really like you to have low-fat, fat-free, if you have access to the low-fat and the fat-free dairies. So with your kids, it's the same thing. And as we've talked about, they're going to follow you. You're the role model. They're going to copy your habits and your intake. And we want our kids to get all of these nutrients, right, for their proper growth and their proper development. So let's do a summary of my plate. Make half of your plate fruit and vegetables. The other half is grains and protein. How much of your grain should be whole grains?
1/2.
1/2. So it's half the plate, fruit and vegetables. Half of your grains, whole grains. And switch to fat-free or low-fat milk. Okay, so the second part of our lesson is mindful eating. What does mindful eating mean? What does that mean to you? Mindful eating.
After actually thinking about what you're eating as opposed to just throwing things in your mouth without thinking about it.
Absolutely. It's really thinking about it. It's really being mindful. It's really being present to what you're eating. So if we think about what we had for breakfast and lunch and maybe dinner today, were you mindful? Did you taste your food? Did you enjoy it? Did you notice the flavors and the textures? Or did we, eat it while we're in a rush and running out the door and in the car or on the bus? Were we really present? Were we really mindful eating our food? It's really important. So let's do an activity. I want everyone to take a Hershey's Kiss. So I passed out Hershey's Kisses to everybody. And I want you to hold the Hershey's Kiss in your hand. And, okay, I want you to unwrap it. We're using Reese's because I don't have the Hershey's Kisses. I want you to unwrap it by your ear. And what's it telling you? It's a really crackle, crackle, crackle. It's saying, eat me, enjoy me. Okay, I want you to take the Hershey's Kiss, and I want you to smell it. What does it smell like? Chocolate. Smells really sweet. Okay, now I want you to listen, and I want you to take the Hershey's Kiss and put it in your mouth and hold it there, and I want you to close your eyes. And this is where the audience starts laughing and giggling and opening their eyes and whatever. Okay, close your eyes, y'all. I can see you. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Okay, I want you to suck on the Hershey's Kiss. And I want you to put all judgment outside this room. I want you to let all your thoughts go outside this room. I want you to be really present and be at peace and be really together with this one Hershey's Kiss. So your